Stories I ate this month. Stories I ate this month. Stories I ate this month. Stories I ate this month.
Off the hook, but the phone never rang. Beast on the beats, no claws, no fangs.
Hello, I'm Christine, and January 2018 is over. It's Oscar season. I read 3 books this month. I watched a bunch of movies. I watched a bunch of TV. Let's get right into it.
Off the hook, but the phone never rang.
First up, I have the January BOOKSPLOSION book of the month. This month we're working with source books, and we read Before I Let Go by NIJAMP. This book read so quickly. It's like reading water. It's like you just flow through it super quick. It's about this girl and her best friend. They're from this little town in Alaska, and Corey, our lead girl's mom, gets a job outside of this little town, so they end up moving away. The book starts after she's been at this new school for a semester, and she's got this whole plan to visit her best friend over winter break. They know she's coming, and a couple days before she goes, she finds out that her best friend has died. She still wants to go back to her hometown, obviously for the funeral, to say goodbye to Kira, her best friend. And when she gets there, things are weird. Things are not how they were when she left them. She doesn't understand how this happened to her friend, so she takes it upon herself to investigate what the hell is going on. The story's told through flashbacks and through Corey in the present when she goes back to the town that they're from and experiences all these weird changes that are going on. I really love the writing. The relationship between Kira and Corey was my favorite part of this book. It was so well written. Kira had mental health struggles, and I really feel like the author tackled that in such a beautiful way. The suspense aspect of the book, it was going, and then at the end, I don't feel like I got what I wanted out of it. You know, I didn't feel like I got that satisfaction that you get from a suspense novel, but the characters were so strong and beautiful to read. Next, the first thing that I watched this month that wasn't included in last month's story was The Shape of Water, directed by Guillermo. As many of you may know if you follow Oscar noms, The Shape of Water had the top number of Oscar noms this year, and obviously I had to go see it. I really try to see all the Best Picture noms. I didn't know what to expect from this movie. I just knew that it was about a mermaid creature from the Black Lagoon guy falling in love with a lady. It was beautifully shot, and I really love the old man character and his relationship with our lead character. That guy, the bad guy in it, who plays such bad guys in so many different things. Oh god, what is his name? He's also in Boardwalk Empire. If you saw it, you know the bad guy in it. He creeps me out to no avail. He's horrifying. Like, I can't, and in this movie, it's no different. I was like, the whole creature from the Black Lagoon thing falling in love, it was beautiful in its way, but like, there were just some scenes where I was like, this is weird. I don't think I've watched a Guillermo del Toro movie before, so this is my first step into his head, you know, his storytelling. I'm gonna give it a B+. Next, the first show that I finished. What did I just do? The first show that I finished this month was Mindhunter, which stars Jonathan Groff from Glee and of Hamilton, King George III fame. I didn't know what to think going into this. I just knew that so many people that I respect were raving about it on Twitter. Like, so many authors were like, oh my god, Mindhunter. So I wanted to watch Mindhunter. It's about when the FBI started to use psychology to help identify serial killers. It starts in 1977. It's a slow burn. Our lead character is really ambitious, and he has the idea to start interviewing serial killers who are in prison to try to understand their psyche. And the show gets really fucking dark. I started having nightmares about serial killers. Just last night I had a nightmare about serial killers. It's really scary. I don't think it correlates directly with Mindhunter, but I feel like I have more of an understanding about how their minds work because I watched Mindhunter, and it was really fascinating. Once I got to episode 3, I just wanted to watch all the episodes because I needed to know more and more and more. And that's what Holden's going through in the show, our lead character, and he gets swept up in the power of that knowledge, and it's all about what it does to him and his life and the people around him. It's a fascinating piece of work, and it goes by really quickly. I think there's only 8 or 9 episodes, and I finished it in 5 seconds. It's not happy-go-lucky in the slightest, but I am gonna watch season 2. I give my under an A-. The next 2 books I read this month were the first 2 books in the Arc of SCYTHE trilogy. They were so good. I have book talks on both of these books. This series will be in my favorite series of all time. I can't even go into detail about how excellent they are because I went into so much detail in my book talks. Please just watch those. I highly recommend them. A+ to both of these novels. The next movie I watched this month was a rewatch of Jurassic Park 3. I have very nostalgic feelings for Jurassic Park 3. Like, almost to the point where for the past couple of years I've been confused as to if it's my favorite Jurassic Park movie, you know, like over the first Jurassic Park. And after rewatching the first Jurassic Park and Jurassic Park 3, I can conclude that Jurassic Park 1 is the best Jurassic Park, but I still love Jurassic Park 3. I really just enjoy so many of the scenes. I love that I just know it so well too, because it was one of the few DVDs in Olivia and I's DVD collection when we first got a DVD player for the car. You remember DVD players? If you're around, they were a big thing. Like, what DVDs in the car? And we had like 10 DVDs. One of those DVDs was Jurassic Park 3. So we watched it over and over and over and over. You see anything? No, nothing yet. It just feels like home to me watching Jurassic Park 3. I'm gonna give it an A-. The next show I watched was End of the Fucking World on Netflix. And this was just like, I didn't know how to feel after. Like, I want to watch more End of the Fucking World. It's this weird, dark comedy about these two teenagers that end up running away from home together. And it's the end of their fucking world, not the end of the actual fucking world. And the episodes are only like 23 minutes because it's like a half-an-hour comedy. And there's only 9 episodes, so I blew through in like 5 seconds. And I was just like, wow, what was that? I liked it. I think I'm gonna give it an A- as well. I mean, I'm definitely gonna watch the next series of it because I enjoyed it. It was so quirky and strange, but in a good way. But it wasn't like a happy-go-lucky weird quirky comedy, you know? It was kind of like on the downer side, but it had its moments, and it's really well done. I started watching Battlestar Galactica this month, and I've just heard nothing but fantastic things about Battlestar Galactica from the time I started watching Lost, I feel like. The people who did my Lost podcast loved Battlestar Galactica, so they always talk about it. So, I've had it in the back of my mind, like I want to watch it for so long. It's on Amazon Prime now streaming. If you don't know, you have to start Battlestar Galactica, like there's the series, but there's a mini-series before it that you have to watch. It's confusing because nobody tells you that that came first. I mean, nobody told me, except for Katie, and that's how I knew that there was a thing. So you have to find that on Prime, and then you start actual Battlestar Galactica. So I just finished season 1, and it's really good. It's not Lost. I was excited to like it just as much as Lost, but at this point, Lost is way better in my head. But I mean, Battlestar Galactica is really good. It's made by Ronald D. Moore, who also does Outlander. The Battlestar Galactica theme is so weird. It reminds me of Outlander, but like Battlestar is so different from Outlander, just tone-wise. But the theme is still like, whoa. Anyway, I'm gonna give it an A. I also really want to just like casually cosplay as Starbuck, but literally no one makes that stupid double t-shirt. There was 2 sites that used to make it, and neither of them carry it anymore. And if you know a place or make clothes and I can pay you to make me this shirt, please tell me, because I want that double shirt. I want that weird black tight tank over the gray tank. And I guess I could like probably find a gray shirt that looks like that tight gray shirt, but like that weirdly cut tank, I can't do that myself. Okay, I'm going on for a really long time about this shirt, but if you know where I can get that shirt, please tell me. The next movie I watched was 3 Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri. Another Oscar nom. This was a heavy film. It was really good and the acting was really fantastic, but it's another one that like I saw it once, I've experienced it. I don't really want to see it again. It was really thought-provoking, but it was sad. I'll give it an A-. Next I watched Get Out, which is on HBO Go, so if you have HBO, you can watch it. I'm so excited that this is an Oscar nom. I didn't watch it originally because it's framed as a scary movie. It's really not scary in the scary movie way, it's scary in a Twilight Zone kind of way. I was horrified, but also just like floored by how good it was. This is my pick right now for Best Picture. It gets an A+ for me. It was so good. Go watch it. I also watched the Mortal Instruments movie again this month, and I forgot how good the beginning is. Like the first half an hour, I cried. I was emotional. This is it. This is what it was supposed to be. And then things just go off track and I actually didn't finish the last half an hour because I just couldn't do it. But that first half an hour, though, excellent. The scene at Hotel du Mort, it's so good. It's just like, it's so, the Mortal Instruments, it's so them. It's TMI movie gets, I'm gonna stick with my C+ rating. I think I gave it a C+ when I did my review. If you want to watch my full review of the TMI movie, I think she's pretty, I think what she says is pretty accurate. I haven't watched it in ages, but I think I spent a lot of time on that review. So I'll link to it in the description. I don't know what's going on with my hair. Oh, I started watching Black Mirror this month. Particular episodes. Well, I can't say I enjoy like every Black Mirror episode. Like I can only watch one a day, and then I have to take a break because it's like those are heavy and they make you sad. It's a Black Mirror. It reflects the worst parts of our society and puts them up there for us to really see and feel. I watched season 1, episode 2, which not a huge fan. That was a huge downer. I watched season 2, episode 1, the one with Bill Weasley, which was good. I liked it much better than that first episode I watched. Then I watched season 3, episode 1, Nosedive, which was great, but wow, sad. Just really upsetting and frustrating. Like, you're so frustrated because it's so real. It's so scary that could so easily come to fruition. And it's so heartbreaking to watch. My favorite episode thus far, though, by far favorite. Season 4, episode 1. It was the Star Trek episode. It is so good. Excellent. Like, I was shook afterward. And I still am when I think about it. Like, whoa. That was excellent. Watch that one. If you're gonna watch an episode, definitely season 4, episode 1. A+ to season 4, episode 1. An A- to Nosedive. A B+ to season 2, episode 1. B to season 1, episode 2. Oh, and then I watched, okay, so there's a new Jerry Seinfeld comedy special up on Netflix, and Netflix told me about it because they thought I'd like it. And I went to watch it thinking like Jerry Seinfeld did a new comedy thing. But it's actually from like 1998, and it's Jerry Seinfeld, I'm telling you for the last time, and I really enjoyed it. There's some bits that I was like, ooh, I think you'd reword that nowadays, but he's got a lot of funny stuff in there. My favorite was all the grocery store stuff. I don't want to spoil any of it. I didn't think I was gonna be cackling, and then I was just cackling. It opens up a little shaky, and then it just gets stronger as we go on. It was just really interesting to see his style because I don't know it, and it's interesting to hear him talking about old people, and like I associate Jerry Seinfeld with being older now, but this was like 20 years ago, so he was still younger, and it's weird, man. And last but not least, I watched Wind River this month, which was a movie from last year with Jeremy Renner and Elizabeth Olsen that I didn't see, but I've heard really, really great things about, so I wanted to watch it. It was really good. It's this mystery suspense story that takes place on this Indian reservation in, I want to say Colorado, called Wind River, and it's based on true events where a woman is found out in the snow, and it's about this FBI agent, Elizabeth Olsen, and Jeremy Renner trying to solve the case of what happened. And that, ladies and gentlemen, are all the stories I ate this month. I think my favorite thing from this month was Scythe. For sure, actually. Arc of Scythe books. I'm so excited to be so excited about another series. The 3rd book comes out next year, and I am so pumped. Please share your thoughts on any of the things that I watched this month. What Oscar movie has been your favorite so far? Please tell me about that. Also, please don't forget to tell me if you know who sells a shirt like they wear on Battlestar Galactica that I can buy. What's your favorite story that you've recently devoured? I'd love to hear. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Christine. If you want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram, I'm at XTeenMay. Oh my gosh, the BOOKSPLOSION Twitter and Instagram are back up and running. So if you don't follow those yet, you should definitely go ahead and do that so you can keep updated on our books of the month and see all our pretty bookstagrams. I'm Christine. I'll see you next time. I make videos every Tuesday. Goodbye!